Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Rainbow Tarot UK. It's really lovely to have you here. As I always say, new or returning viewers, then you are always welcome. Now today's reading we are doing, is it really over between you and your person? Or is there a chance for it to resurrect, to reconcile, to come back? Is that what they want? Are they thinking about that? What are their thoughts and feelings regarding reconciliation, coming back? Or do they want it to be over? So what I would say is I do want to put a little bit of trigger warning on this and just say, if you're feeling a bit tender, a bit sensitive, and you're not really open to the possibility or the range of answers that could come up in this reading, which would either be, yes, it is definitely over, or no, there's potential. If you're kind of like a little bit, you want a specific outcome, then this might not be the reading for you, because I don't know what's going to come out. And also just to say, any tarot reading you have, I would just always say that, it's important to be prepared for, the range of things that can come out, or the range of answers that can come out. And if you're not sort of like feeling strong enough or able enough to hear that, then it might not be the reading for you. So I'm just going to put that out there for you. But anyway, let's get straight to it. So the first pile we've got is this card that says Death with the amethyst stone. Then we've got the second pile, which is Ghost, with this lovely little white stone here. I'm not sure what that's called actually, but anyway, it's a beautiful little stone. And then we've got the yellow card that says Determination, with a little carnelian. So those are our three groups. Go for the pile that's calling to you. That's got the messages for you. There might be more than one pile. Always say as well, the other thing to say is, this is a general reading. It's usually for lots of people. There might be messages in your pile that don't resonate. That's fine. Just leave them behind. Only take the messages that resonate. And remember, it's timeless. So it's actually good for whenever you are finding it. Other than that, I'll see you in your reading. Bye for now. Hey pile number one, and welcome back to your reading. So you chose to come into our reading on, is it really over between you, or is there a chance for reconciliation, coming back together? Under the Death card, which, interestingly is all about, rebirth, transformation. But also about death. So it's about death, rebirth and transformation. So that's our first card. And the amethyst stone here. I also pre-shuffled a couple of oracle cards. I'm just going to reiterate what I said in the intro, which you may not have heard because you went straight to the reading. I'm going to put out a trigger warning on all of these readings to say that, obviously, like with any tarot reading, I don't know what's going to come out. And if you are expecting a specific outcome, like, yes, you're going to get back together, obviously I can't promise you that. I'm just going to read the cards as I see them, in as truthful and as authentic way as I see them. And if you, I suppose what I would say, that if you're feeling a bit tender or a bit wobbly or a bit sensitive, or you're not really wanting to hear the range of information that might come out in this reading, then this might not be the one for you. So I'm just going to put that out there initially. But anyway, let's get straight to it. So like I said, you came through on the Death card. So let's have a look at that. So that's normally change and transformation. But it can mean, the end of something, because it's about new cycles and stuff. But let's see what else we've got. We've got, okay, so we've got the Onion that says protection. So there might have been a lot of tears in this situation. Just with the Onion here, and there might be a lot of depth to it because the Onion has a lot of layers. So I feel like it might be a complex situation or a complicated situation. There might be complexity to it, layers to it. It might not be a straightforward sort of situation here that we're dealing with. Watermelon with fertility. Okay. And then we have the Owl and Hop with wisdom. Okay. I feel like in this situation with is it really over? I mean, obviously a lot of you are or could be, in separation, or probably are in separation. But I feel like it's at a crossroads. It could go one way or the other here. That's kind of what I'm feeling, because with the I feel like the other thing as well as I want to say, I do feel like it's divinely protected, or I feel like you're divinely protected with the owl here and with the protection here. I feel like there is, you might not feel it, power number one, but I feel that there's a lot of spiritual protection around you, a lot of, because then, like I say, there might have been some sorrow, there might have been some sadness in this situation, and I feel like your spirit guides are trying to connect and say, look, we're here for you, and we want to give you solace and we want to give you comfort, just to kind of tap into us. But there might be a need for wisdom as well in this situation, or so maybe something's happened where it's been, somebody's behaved in a rash way, or not a very wise way, and there's a need for wisdom now, or maybe there's a need to really think about this situation very wisely, very sagely, something like that. But I feel with the fertility, so it could grow again with the fertility, it could grow again, there is that, but there's a protection, and then with the death card, I want to see what comes out first before I say that for definite. I feel like it's like this, it could go one way or the other here. But let's have a look. First of all, let's just find out, how your person is thinking and feeling about, this situation coming back, about reconnection, about reconciliation. So how is pile number one's person currently thinking and feeling about reconciliation, about coming back? And also, how are they thinking and feeling about pile number one? Let's do that actually. How do they think and feel right now about pile number one? How are they thinking and feeling right now about pile number one? 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords. So there's heartache here. I think that's what I was saying with the onion. There's sorrow, there's pain, definitely in this situation for your person. And maybe they're thinking and knowing that you are also heartbroken. There's a lot of sorrow for you in this situation. So how is pile number one's person currently thinking and feeling about pile number one? I don't think they're happy in the separation. I think that's what I would definitely say. 4 of Wands. Okay, and the overarching energy is the Knight of Cups. Okay, so yeah. I believe that at the moment, there is this sense of separation and loss and sorrow. And maybe somebody has behaved in a bit of a silly way, and that might be why we have the owl here, whereas there's a need for wisdom. But they see the you as because obviously you've got the 4 of Wands here, and that is, a very significant card to get in terms of how this person sees you. So they see you as a very significant person. They see you as their happiness, their joy, because the 4 of Wands is about celebration, it's about joy. It can often mean the marriage card on the card of commitment. So you might be engaged or married or in a committed situation, or were in a committed situation with this person. And I believe that they still see you like that. They see you as, that 1111 can mean a twin flame energy. So there is a strong bond, a strong connection towards you, a strong feeling of attraction towards you, a strong fire towards you. They really are very, very, very drawn to you. Now, their overarching energy is the Knight of Cups, which is to come towards you with romance again. So I think when I said it could go either one of two ways, I think for them, they want to resurrect it. They want to bring it up. And that would go with the Death card, because death often means change, transformation, rebirth. So I'm believing that they feel that they would like to change, transform, reconnect, bring it back to life, if you like. But they know there's been a lot of hurt here. They know there's been a lot of hurt here. But they, with the fertility, with the watermelon, I think they're feeling that there's still a huge amount of potential. It's still got a lot left in this situation to be explored. There's still a lot to grow in this situation. There's a lot of, like I said with the onion, there's a lot of layers to it. It's got a lot of depth to it still. And I believe that they want to still, or they're seeing it as still like that. They're seeing it as something that they want to grow. Now with the Eight of Pentacles here, it's something that needs to be mastered though. It's something that needs to be worked on, because the Eight of Pentacles is a card of mastery. Now why am I seeing that spider's web above this person? There's a spider's web here above. Now maybe before someone felt a bit trapped in the connection, and that may be why it came in, it got on, you know, was on the rocks, or it came into separation or something like that. So maybe they felt a little bit trapped, but I don't think they want that now, or they don't think they feel that now. Also the spider's webs also make me feel it's a complex situation, because if you look at a spider's web, it's very intricate, isn't it? The way that the web is woven, you know, the way that the spider has made the web. It feels, and it's hanging right over this person's desk, and I just feel like this is not a straightforward situation. There's lots of strands to it. That's kind of what I'm thinking here. And this person maybe has to think hard about how to bring it back, really. And to think hard, think creatively, because the other thing about a spider's web is it's a very creative process to make that web, and I feel like this person is thinking creatively, maybe outside the box, for solutions really to bring this situation back, because that is what they want. They want to work on it, they want to master it, they want to get a handle on it. If they didn't have a handle on it before, they want to get a handle on it in some way, and they're working hard to do that. Now they may be, if you're in separation from them, they may be looking at you on the internet, because that's the other thing that the spider's web reminds me of, the internet. Maybe they're looking at on the internet, they're looking at you, they're observing you, they're watching you, they're keeping tabs on you, they're still very focused on you. That is how they are feeling, that is how they are thinking still about you. And their aim is to move, because Knights is all about bold action, it's about movement. And I believe that they are trying to plan and think of ways about how to come towards you romantically, because they see you as this kind of twin flame energy, somebody that they feel a very strong attraction to still, a very strong divine connection in some way. And that might be why we have the protection and the hour. I feel like it is protected. You are protected, pile number one, but this connection has a strong divine link and bond between the two of you. There's a, you know, there's still love, I think, in this situation. So that's kind of how they're thinking and feeling right now. So let's see, you know, do they want to come together? Will they come towards you? Do they want to come towards you? Well, I think we've already established that they do want to come towards you. So, you know, will they come towards you? Will this situation resurrect? Will they come towards you? Will this situation between pile number one and their person resurrect? Will they come towards them? Oh, the Lovers. There you go. You see, look. The Four of Wands and the Lovers. Again, a twin mate, a twin flame soulmate energy. You know, you are very, a big connection for them. Knight of Swords. Again, a card of speed and action. And the Ace of Cups, pile number one. I mean, 100%. Yeah, I think I can definitely say 100%. Nine of Pentacles. The overarching feeling is that this isn't over. This situation is not over. That's kind of what I'm seeing. It might have involved a third party here, because when I looked at this card, and I didn't say it initially, but when I looked at this card, and with the whole idea of it being a complex situation, and it's not an easy situation, I saw the three candles. I don't know if you can see the three candles here, and it made me feel that there was three people. I didn't say it at the time, but it made me think maybe this is a third way situation, or a third party situation. And underneath that you've got the Lovers, and the Lovers traditionally talks about choices in love, having to make a choice. And in the old days it used to be, you know, you had to make a choice where you couldn't be with the person that you actually wanted to be, the person that you were in love with, because, you know, your family or, you know, your community wanted you to marry somebody else that would be a good match for you. And so that is always the traditional meaning of the Lovers. But I just feel that this person, if there was a choice that was made and they left you, or if it came into separation because of a third element or a third party, they don't want that now. They see you, they just see you and them. They just see you and them. Now, underneath the Three of Swords, which is this loss, this separation, this heartache, is a desire to come rushing back towards you. The Knight of Swords is an energy of moving swiftly, moving quickly, boldly towards your goal with truth, with clarity, to cut through anything that held you back before and to move through with clarity and with honesty. And to begin right underneath the Four of Wands, you've got the Ace of Cups, which is a new beginning in love, a brand new beginning in love. They definitely, with the Death card here, they want to resurrect this situation 100%. They feel this strong love towards you, this strong connection. You are their person, 100%. This is 100% for them a really, really divine connection. It's protected. They feel it's protected. So even if you've been apart a long time, you know, even if you've had, because sometimes we can be apart from someone for a long time, but it still somehow feels that we've got a connection to them, and that might be why you're having this. You know, you still feel that pull towards them. Even, I mean, you might have even had relationships in between, you know, but somehow that person is, you know, maybe the one that got away, or maybe the one that you felt that bond with, and you just wonder, you know, is it really dead? Is it really over? Is it really ended? And I feel for them it's not. Now, the only thing is that we do have the overarching energy as the Nine of Pentacles. So I believe that they feel that you, and that's why I said, I think before, about if you haven't been with somebody for a long time. For some of you, this might be somebody that you're asking about, you know, that you have been in separation for a long time, but you've always felt this strong bond with them. So for some of you, that might be the case. And you might have lived an independent life for a long time, or they might have lived an independent life, independently of each other, because this is a card of independence, but it is also a card of wish fulfillment. Nine of Pentacles is also a card of wish fulfillment. So I believe it is their wish, both for you and for them, to come back together again and to be happy again. But it is also a card of independence, the Nine of Pentacles. So it may be that you've both lived independent lives for quite a while, or that you're now living an independent life, and that might be why there has been a barrier to the situation maybe properly coming together again. What I want to say about this pile as well is, my sense is, and this is going to sound maybe a bit corny or a bit odd or whatever, but I feel that you are never, this situation that you're inquiring about, there's such a strong sort of spiritual link that even if, you know, the situation is never really over. Do you know what I mean? I feel like with you and them, there's always a bond. There's always a connection. Even if you're not with each other, even if you're with other people, there's always that bond with this person. So in answer to the question, is it really over? No, it's not. I feel it will come back into being, but it's like even if you stayed independent from each other, there's always that tie between you and them. The bond is so incredibly strong. But I think from their point of view, they would love to resurrect a romance, definitely in the 3D, in the real world, 100%. But what I'm sensing is that you, the two of you, go back, way back, lifetimes. You know, you have got, you are real soulmates and twin flames. You are, there is an undeniable bond between you, and it doesn't break, even if you are kind of not together in the 3D world. And that does sound, you know, maybe that sounds a little bit corny or a little bit strange, but there's such a strong link here. And so maybe it's about, you know, I just kind of get the feeling that maybe some of you have been apart a long time in the 3D, but you've always had this feeling about this person, and you've always thought about this person, and you've always cared about this person, and vice versa. And so it's always felt like, you know, maybe when you've been apart, or you've had situations or relationships where you haven't been together, and then that has come apart, and they're always the person that you kind of go back to, or that you think of and wonder, you know, oh, you know, is it time for me and them again? You know, are we going to come back to each other again? It's got that kind of flavour to it. So it's not over. This situation is not over. I do think it will come back in the 3D. There has been a sense of independence, but it's a wish fulfillment for both of you. So in terms of this, yes, this situation will come back. Yes, it will resurrect. Yes, there is a deep bond between you, you know, 100%. Now, in terms of astrological signs, 8 of Pentacles, that is Virgo energy. 3 of Swords, that is Libran energy. 4 of Wands is Aries energy. Knight of Swords could be any of the Air signs of Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Ace of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The Lovers is Gemini. Nine of Pentacles is Virgo energy again. And Knight of Cups, you know, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So that's just some of the astrological signs. Let's see if there's any messages for you both. Any messages for pile number one and their person here. Oh, what's this? Soulmate. You couldn't make it up, could you? You couldn't make that up, pile number one. Soulmate, exactly. This is a soulmate connection, 100%. Yes, this is your soulmate. There you go. Let's see what else we've got here for pile number one and their person. What is it for pile number one and their person, please? Can you... Oh, now, something has dropped on the floor there. I'm just going to put you on pause for a moment while I pick that up. So I'll be back soon. Okay, pile number one, back again. Now this says, this is what fell on the floor, and this says trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. So I did say with the Death card, this is about change and transformation, but it's maybe about trusting the changes that are happening, trusting the situation as it is right now, and then once you accept and trust it, it will transform in some way. But there you go, pile number one. What a fantastic reading. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile number two, welcome back to your reading. And today's reading we're doing, aren't we? You know, is it really over between you and your person, or can it be reconciled? Do they want to come back? Do they want to get back with you? Do they want to, you know, connect again? What they're thinking and feeling about that, what they're thinking and feeling about you, what's going to happen. So you chose to come into the reading under this card, and it says Ghost, and also this little white stone here. I've also pre-shuffled a couple of other oracle cards. Now I'm just going to reiterate what I said in pile number one and at the beginning, if you might have missed that, because you know when I have readings I tend to go straight to the reading. So in that I did put a trigger warning, and I said, look, you know, I don't know what's going to come out. Like no tarot reader knows what's going to come out, and this is it's a bit of a sensitive topic. And if you feel a little bit tender, you know, because we don't always feel in the best frame of mind or the state of mind to hear, you know, whatever's coming out in a reading, particularly if we're asking something like this, you know, especially if that thing really means something to us and we get the answer maybe that we don't want or that we're not expecting. So what I would say is if you feel in any way like that, this maybe is not the reading for you. But also to say, you know, messages, you know, just take what resonates as well. But I would just put that trigger warning there and say, you know, if we don't feel able or strong enough or a bit sensitive to all the range of possibilities or possible answers that are going to come out, then maybe this is not your reading. But anyway, let's get straight to it. So I've obviously, like I said, I've pre-shuffled a couple of oracle cards. So let's have a look and see what we've got here. Ooh, we have got love. 3 tomatoes here. So we've got love, and we've got this little bottle here that says love potion. Love potion. Right, okay. Then we have got cleansing. Okay, and we've got this beautiful little card that says cleansing with the lemons here. And then the last one we've got is the fox and ivy, adaptability. The fox and maybe adaptability. So straight away what I'm feeling is that you might be having this reading because maybe somebody, maybe this person is coming back to you, because the ghost card can be somebody coming back from the past. So maybe it was a situation that you thought was over, but this person is approached you again, or has come back to you again, or has messaged you again. And you're just wondering, what are their motives? Do they really want to be with you? Is this really something that they want? Because they might have come back with a message of love. They might have said that they've changed. They might have said, but you might not believe them with the fox card here. There might be some disbelief here, and you're just wondering, something like that. Or it could be that this person has ghosted you, has cut you off completely. The situation has come to an end, and you want to know whether it is actually over, because you still feel love. You want it to resurrect. You want it to be different with the cleansing card here. You want it to be better. You want it to adapt to change. I mean, foxes are very adaptable. They are very... I mean, sometimes foxes are a bit crafty, so there might have been something in this situation to make you distrust this person, or there might have been some deception or distrust in some way. They may be wanting to come back saying, like I say, saying that they're changed, that they want to begin the situation again, that they want to reconnect with you again. Or something like that. Or it could be, like I say, that it's just they've just totally ghosted you, cut you out. This situation has come to an end. It's an old situation. Maybe you've been in separation for a while and just wondering, you know, should I let it go? A situation where there was a lot of love. You did feel a lot of love. With the love potion here, I mean, when you take a love potion, it's like a potion that, you know, witches make, or is something like that, isn't it? You know, you're taking it. It's like a sort of... it's to convince someone. It's you're taking it, aren't you? You're giving it to someone to make them feel feelings of love. And I'm just wondering if for some of you, somebody is coming, has already come back. Whether they're trying to convince you with the fox here, where there's something, them trying to lure you in, trying to convince you, trying to get you to love them, to feel, trying to say that they've changed or something like that. There might be something like that going on for some of you. But anyway, let's see how they're actually thinking and feeling about you, pile number 2. So how is, you know, pile number 2's person, you know, in this situation of either separation or contact or no contact or difficulty, you know, how are they actually thinking and feeling about pile number 2 right now? Can you make that clear for me? How are they thinking about pile number 2 right now? I feel like that one wants to come out. 6 of Wands. I feel like this one's breaking out. Knight of Cups. How are they thinking and feeling? Page of Cups, yeah. And the overarching energy is the 3 of Swords. So, what I feel is, yeah, I mean, obviously the 3 of Swords is that they feel heartbroken. If they're not happy, this is a sense of loss here. Or maybe they're thinking that you feel a sense of loss and you feel a sense of heartache. But one of you, or both of you probably, is feeling very unhappy in the situation. Yeah, so how they're thinking and feeling about you is that they are either feeling heartbroken and lost, upset, you know, really out in the cold, or they're thinking that you feel like that. That's the energy dominating their thoughts and feelings about you right now. Now, obviously, they're also, and that's probably why we've got the love card here, because we've got 2, you know, very romantic cards here. Very, very, very romantic cards. So the Page of Cups is an apology, or it can be an apology. So I feel like this person, if something's happened, they might want to come back with an apology to you. But it's also with the Knight of Cups, is to come towards you in a romantic way, to come towards you offering love. That is how they are. They are thinking and feeling about you still very romantically. So in their head, it's definitely not over. It's definitely not a situation that is over for them. I don't feel they think, oh, it's that one. They do not feel that this situation is over at all. In fact, they feel very romantic towards you. Now, I would just say, they also, with the 6 of Cups, not the 6 of Cups, sorry, the 6 of Wands, they want to be acknowledged again by you. They want to be recognised by you, because the 6 of Wands is about recognition, acknowledgement, victory. They want to be seen as a winner again by you. So if you've been in separation for this person, for example, for a long time, with the Ghost card here, because the Ghost is almost like somebody from the past coming back in, I feel like for some of you, they may have already made an approach here. They may have already made an approach to you, and you're just a bit unsure, and you want to know what their motives are. But they are definitely, if they haven't already made an approach to you, they are definitely thinking and feeling strongly that they want to do that, and they want to be recognised and acknowledged, and they want the situation to be good again between you, for sure. I'm just getting a little bit of an intuitive hit here that this person, like I said, might have been, there might have been an element to them that you didn't trust before. Because the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups, they are very romantic signs. They know that, you know, the Knight of Cups knows what to say romantically, what to do. They know all the romantic gestures, all, you know, they're very poetic and they're very artistic and they're very creative. And they, you know, they have a strong sense of romance. And the Page of Cups is like the crush card as well. You know, so it's like that initial feeling of love and butterflies and all of that. And I feel like this person does have that about you. They are thinking that about you. But what I'm sensing with this person is you just might need to be a bit wary here. That's with the fox here. So it might be because you've got the fox and the ivy. Now, when you plant ivy, it grows very, very, very quickly. It is, you know, it's really abundant. So it may be that they want to come in and give you show you an abundance of love and romance and affection and all of that. But there's just something with a fox here that makes me think you just need to be a little bit discerning with this person, pile number 2. And you may already know that, because I just feel that they can, with the adaptability, that they can turn on the charm. That is the phrase I'm getting, that they can turn on the charm and tell you maybe all the things that they think you want to hear and do all the things that they think you want them to do. And that might be, you know, something to be aware of, that they, you know, that they're very charming, that they're very, very, very charming. They've got a lot of charm about them because the Knight of Cups has a lot of charm. The Page of Cups has a lot of charm. But there's something about them that's maybe a little bit possibly vain. There might have been some narcissistic elements to them in this connection for some of you. So they may have come in and been all over you, almost like a love bombing kind of thing, been all over you and then like ghosted you, then backed off. You know, there may be an element of that, and that might be why we have 3 of Swords with this kind of like heartache. So that might be a specific message for some of you. So they might be coming toward you saying, no, I've changed, I'm different, I've cleared out all that negativity, I love you, you mean everything to me. But there's still something to be a little bit discerning about them. So if I feel that they will definitely do want to come back towards you, and for them the situation is definitely not over, but just to be a little bit, you know, to just not jump straight in with this person. That's the intuitive hit that I'm getting for you, pile number 2. But anyway, let's see. So, you know, what will happen? I think we've already established that they do want this. They want this. It's not over for this person, for them. So, you know, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? What are they going to do about it? What's going to happen? You know, is this situation going to resurrect? Is it going to reconcile? What's going to happen? Full, new beginning. 8 of Swords, not without its issues. 10 of Pentacles, okay. The overarching energy is the Wheel of Fortune. Right, so yeah, so this definitely isn't over. It's not over. But there is a warning in this reading, pile number 2, and I've just got to be honest, really, here. Because underneath the Knight of Cups, which is them coming towards you, or thinking about coming towards you, making this offer of romance, we have the 8 of Swords, which is, the 8 of Swords is about feeling trapped, is about feeling confined, is about feeling worried, is about feeling stressed. So I think this relationship may cause stress and worry because it may be a relationship that goes in cycles. Because the overarching energy here is the Wheel of Fortune. Now, the Wheel of Fortune can be an unpredictable energy because the Wheel of Fortune, we go up, we go down, we go up, we go down. And I think with the fox here, it just makes me feel that this person, it is a situation where they come towards you, they offer you lots, they love bomb you, they bombard you with romance and everything, and then they pull back because they are not always honest. There's a little bit of craftiness to them, or they can't commit or something like that. I mean, we even have that with the Fool here, because the Fool is usually a new beginning, so they definitely do want to come back and have a new cycle with you. But with the Fool energy here, I don't always get this with the Fool, but I'm feeling like they're a little bit of a, you know, they, you know, it's right at the beginning of the major arcana, so there's still a lot of lessons for them to learn, so they might be a little bit immature in their energy, a little bit out for fun, taking risks. This person might be a bit of a risk taker, somebody who just kind of goes, you know, straight into something without really properly thinking about it, hasn't really learnt So maybe repeats the same cycles. They've got that kind of energy to them, and that's why I think in this situation that no, it's not over, but it's equally so it will come back, because I think it is a situation that comes back time and time again, or has the potential to come back time and time again, without them at the moment showing any signs of changing or becoming more committed or becoming more stable or more solid. It's like a wheel that endlessly turns for them. They come in, they go out, they come in, they go out. And that's what leads to maybe for you, that's what leads to heartache. That's what leads to upset. That's what leads to you feeling trapped in a cycle, trapped in a situation where you are not getting the best, really. I think I just got to be honest there, really. But yes, I mean, they're going to come back with, an apology maybe, or something, or an offer, offering you stability with the Ten of Pentacles here, offering you commitment, and that's maybe what they do, offering you love, saying that they've changed, but it's still, the overarching energy is the Wheel of Fortune, which is it's still unpredictable. So I feel that is why you're being asked to be discerning with this person, pile number 2, to have, to listen to your own intuition, to question, why this person is coming back to you. What are they gaining from it? What is it? What is it for them? What is there in this for them? Because that's, I feel, with the fox here, that's the way they think. What can I gain from this situation? What's it going to give me? What do I need to say? What do I need to do to offer? What do I need to offer, pile number 2, to get what I want in that moment and then pull back again? And that is what I honestly see in this reading. So no, it's not over. The cycle is not over. It's not over for them. They will come back. It will rise up again. But maybe, hopefully, now you've had this reading, you will be a bit more discerning in realising that it's a cycle, it's a pattern. It could be a karmic connection where you're coming together, and there's something here for you both to learn. And in karmic connections, you come together, and there's a strong pull, there's a strong magnetism to it, but it's because there is something for you to learn in pile number 2. And then when you learn that lesson, and maybe there's something around lessons of, having stronger boundaries or something like that. And when you learn that lesson, then the pull of it, the attraction of the situation falls away. It's not like a twin flame or a soulmate where that's something different. The karmic is like, once you've learnt the lesson, of maybe the lesson is for you to value yourself more, to have stronger boundaries, to be clear about what you want, to want commitment, to be sure that this person or that the person that you're with is going to give you commitment, that they're not just going to go off when they have got what they want. So there's some lessons here in this connection. So I feel like that the cycle is still going, but maybe, like I say, now you've had this reading, it will give you food for thought. In terms of astrological signs, I mean, the 8 of Swords, that is Gemini energy. 10 of Pentacles is Virgo energy. Page of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Knight of Cups is always Pisces for me. 6 of Wands is, I feel like there's a lot of confidence, this person. I feel like they're very confident in this cycle, and they're very confident that they could carry on with this cycle. There's a sort of an air of confidence to them that they can just get what they want. But for you, it might be causing you quite a lot of suffering, pile number 2. That's kind of what I'm feeling. So those are 3 of Swords. That is the Libran energy. So let's just see what we've got here. Let's have some messages here for pile number 2 and their person. That's that one. Oh, soulmate. This is your soulmate. Yeah, I mean, that's interesting. That's not how I would read this situation. Now, that came out in pile number 1, so you might want to listen to pile number 1 here. I mean, soulmate connections are, they don't normally have as many cycles. They're usually a bit cozier, but they can be a difficult journey, because, you are often triggering each other, as you do in a twin flame or a karmic connection. It can be a triggering situation. But even if you are in a soulmate connection, if somebody isn't treating you well, then, you know, whether they're soulmate or not, you don't have to be with them. That's kind of what I would say. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So maybe there is new love out there for you, pile number 2. So maybe that's something for you to be aware of. Maybe that person is your soulmate. You know, this new love. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Retreat. So maybe if somebody is bombarding you or coming at you, you just need to have time to think and retreat and, you know, work out whether it's what you want. Let's have another one for pile number 2 in their person. So look and see. I mean, maybe they say to you that you're their soulmate, that kind of thing. But I just feel for me that there's something in this reading which makes me think that this person, you know, is not quite at the level for commitment, which is what you would expect from a soulmate connection. So this one says attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So there you go, pile number 2. That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have, please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be alerted to when I next do an upload. But other than that, have a great day and I'll see you in your next reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile number 3, welcome back to your reading. Welcome back to our reading, which is, you know, is it really over? Or does this person want to reconcile? Do they want to come back together? Are they still thinking and feeling what they're still thinking and feeling about you? Is that something that they want to come towards you? Is that something that's going to happen? So I just want to, what I want to do is I want to just give you a bit of a trigger warning for this, like I did with pile number 1 and 2, and like I did in the intro. But I don't always listen to intros when I have, you know, when I listen to readings. So it's just to say, you know, obviously with something like this, it's a bit of a sensitive topic. You know, is it really over? You know, and if you're not in that space to be able to hear the range of possible answers, i.e., yes, it's really over, or no, it isn't, then you might not want to carry on with this reading because, you know, I don't know what's going to come out. And it's just really about kind of giving you that heads up and sort of saying, you know, just be aware of yourself and how sensitive you're feeling today and make an informed choice about whether this is the reading for you. So just to put that out there. But anyway, let's get straight to it. So you have gone for this card, this very bright yellow card called Determination. And it's kind of got a picture of a mountain, isn't it? At the summit of a mountain here. Okay. And then we've got a little carnelian stone here, so I'm just going to put that there. I also pre-shuffled some oracle cards. Let's have a look and see what they are. Oh, lovely. So this one says wholeness. Beautiful. Black mulberry. That's a gorgeous colour, isn't it? Gorgeous colours, those green and purple. Wholeness, 33. And then we've got, oh, beautiful energy. Oh, this looks really lovely. All these colours, fantastic. 28. And that's 10, isn't it? 6 and 10. And then what have we got here? And then we've got the antelope and the wheat with nourishment. I have to say this is looking very positive, pile number 3. I feel like these cards are looking really positive about this situation in terms of, you know, the question of is it really over? Just from these 4 cards, it doesn't feel like that to me. It feels like there's, you know, it still has a lot of potential, this connection. Still a lot of, because wheat, with the antelope and the wheat, I mean, wheat is kind of grown all over the world, isn't it? In large quantities. It feeds lots and lots of people. I feel like there's still a lot of abundance left in this situation. And it says nourishment. It's still a lot that you can get from it. There's a lot that you can be nourished by it still. And that it maybe it requires determination, or your person is determined for this situation to work, or you're determined for it to work. Or I just feel with all the fruit, again, that kind of goes with the wheat and the fruit. There's still, you know, it can still nourish you. It can still feed you. It can still feed you and them. It still has a lot left in it. It still has a lot of juice left in it, with the orange here and the sort of black mulberries or the blackberries. There's a lot of energy left in it. This says energy. I feel there's a lot of zest, a lot of zing, a lot of, you know, and with the yellow card here as well. There's a lot of energy, there's a lot of, you know, sexual attraction, there's a lot of, I feel like it's, you know, it could give you something, it could make you feel whole, it could make you feel confident, or it gives you a lot of confidence, or it can give you a lot of confidence. So there's a lot of potential, it's kind of brimming. I feel like it's harvesting, you know, it's like all these fruits have come into harvest. It's like, it's really abundant. It could be really abundant again. There's a lot of potential to it. And also it could be a time of results, because these are, you know, these fruits are ready for eating. I feel like this is like, it's ready, it's ripe. It's ripe and it's ready, and the wheat is ready for now. Now is the time. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. But anyway, let's see. Now, obviously, 33 cancels down to 6, which is about harmony and restored peace. It can talk about reconciliation. You know, it is the card of, you know, the number of reconciliation. I mean, 3-3 can mean, you know, communication, sharing, opening up, messages. So maybe there's a message on its way, or, you know. 2 and 8 is 10, so maybe it's the end of a cycle, start of a new cycle. Yeah, now the wheat and the antelope is 14. 14 cancels down to 5, so obviously there's been some challenges. Presumably there's been some challenges, you know, with the mountain here as well. Or maybe there is some challenges with this whole situation coming back together. But it's not challenges that you can't overcome. That's kind of what I'm feeling here, because 5 does mean challenges, and 14 cancels down to 5. But anyway, let's see, what is their person? What is pile number 3's person thinking and feeling right now about pile number 3? Let's first ask that. What is pile number 3's person thinking and feeling? Oh, Queen of Wands. Yep. And then we've got the 9 of Pentacles. That is like a wish fulfillment card, for sure. What is pile number 3's person thinking and feeling about pile number 3 right now? What have we got here? Queen of Swords. Okay, so this might have been a situation where there was a 3-party or a 3rd-party situation, just with the 2 queens here. Let's have a look here and see. Page of Rods, which is the Page of Wands. What I'm feeling, it could be that it's a 3rd-party situation, so maybe there's, you know, a choice situation that's gone on in this situation. But I feel with all of this, I just feel this person feels very, very, very positive towards this, or there's renewed energy, or there's energy towards this situation. They're determined to come back towards you. You are a wish fulfillment for them, I think. Or it could be that they're just seeing you as somebody who's really, really, really got it together. You are the 2 queens. You are both, because the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords are both queens, so they're both very elevated. So I think they see you in a very elevated way. You know, a very mature way. I mean, you don't have to be mature in years, but they're seeing you as very mature. I mean, very attractive. I mean, the Queen of Wands is probably the most attractive queen, in a very kind of like obvious way. I mean, she holds the sunflower, she shines like the sun. That is the Queen of Wands. She is incredibly attractive, very charismatic, very, you know, like a Queen of Wands character. You know, everyone's going to notice a Queen of Wands character when they walk into a room. She is physically very, very, she's stunning, really. She has a stunning look to her. So I feel like they think you are stunning in the way that you look. You shine like the sun. You are really stunning. But you're not just about looks. And obviously the Queen of Wands isn't just about looks anyway. She's got a lot of drive. She's very ambitious. She's got a lot of get up and go. She's fun. She's got a lot of fun to her. She's got a lot of charisma. Now, the Queen of Swords is an intellect. She's an intellect to be reckoned with. She has got a very sharp mind. She's very insightful. She's very bright, very clever, very strategic, a little bit more guarded. So maybe there's 2 sides of you. Maybe they know and they see that there is 2 sides of you. One that is very extrovert, one that is very introvert. Sometimes there is that character, isn't there, called like an extrovert introvert sort of character, or personality. And I feel they see you, that you've got the ability to be very confident and extrovert, but you are also very analytical, You know, you're no fool by any means. You are very, very, very bright. And that is how they're seeing you. But you shine and you have got it going on. You are very together as a person. They see you in this way. And you are a wish fulfillment to them. Because the Nine of Pentacles, and it's a wish fulfillment in a grounded way. So they want to... so for them, this situation is 100%, if I haven't already made it obvious, it is not over for them. It is in their head and in their heart, it's not over. They want to ground it in reality. They want to bring it back in reality. They want to recognise its worth again. By having the two queens here, I think they want to recognise your worth again. It's not over. You are, I feel like they're just seeing that you have got all this, and it goes with the fruit, you know, you've got all this, like, not just this potential, but you have reached your potential. That's what I think they're seeing, that you have reached your potential and you are living that life now. You are that person. And the overarching energy is the Page of Wands. Well, the Page of Wands is about a brand new beginning. Pages are new beginnings, new starts. They are messages. The Page of Wands is a passionate new beginning. It's a message. And it goes with the 33. I feel like this person wants to message. If you're in separation, if there's no contact, they want to message, they want to connect. They are determined. I feel like there's a lot of yellow in this reading here. We've got the yellow card. We've got the Queen of Wands all in yellow. We've got the Page of Wands with yellow. We've got the sunflower. I feel like this person is confident. They are really confident that they can come towards you, that they can reignite this situation, that it's not over, that they want it to propagate, they want it to, like the wheat, they want it to just carry on, you know, on and on and on. They want to reproduce it, they want to have a lot of it, really. They want it to come in abundance, really. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. Now, in terms of astrological signs, obviously the Nine of Pentacles, that is Virgo energy. Queen of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Queen of Wands is Aries, Sagittarius and Leo. Now let's have a look to see. So I think we've established how they're thinking and feeling, which is that they definitely want, it's not over for them. So what is going to happen? Are they going to make a move? Now what's going to happen? I feel like they will make a move with the Page of Wands here, but what is actually going to happen? Will you reconcile with them? What's actually going to happen? Three of Cups. Queen of Wands. Four of Cups. And the overarching energy is the Nine of Pentacles. Now, for some of you, this might have been a choice situation. This person may have chosen somebody else, or it may have come into separation because you've got the two queens here, then we've got the Three of Cups, which can be a third person or a third element to a situation. It can also talk about joy. So it can also mean that you bring them joy, happiness, fun. It goes very well with the Queen of Wands. It's a very outgoing card. It's like a party card, really. But it could be that you know, this other, if there's a third person, they're now saying no to whoever that third person is. They're not interested in a third person or a third party. They don't want that, because the Four of Cups is about not really taking what's on offer, really. So I feel that with the Queen of Wands coming up twice, I feel if it is a choice, the Queen of Wands has won out in this situation, because they want to come towards the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is their sort of wish fulfillment. That is that person, that passionate, creative, confident, fruitful, fun-loving, amazing-looking person. And I feel that is how they're seeing you. And that the other person, the person that maybe is maybe also somebody who's a little bit colder in their heart towards them, a bit shut down, a bit shut off from them. Or maybe they say that person is the one that they are not going to go for, if it's a three-way situation. The other way to see this is that they think that you have shut off your heart from them, that you are detached now, that you are no longer interested, because the Nine of Pentacles here, again, we've got the Nine of Pentacles twice. That can also be an independent energy. So maybe they're thinking that you've shut off your heart from them, that you are independent and you wouldn't be interested. But you again see you are a wish fulfillment for them. You are a wish fulfillment for them. You are I mean, I just think with the Nine of Pentacles as well, normally, and it shows in this, you have this kind of person that has made it, that is so good to look at, that is so successful, that is a successful independent energy, and I think they just see you in that way. But maybe they're feeling that you are, that you would not be interested in them. You know, maybe they're feeling that now. So maybe this is something where you've been in separation for a long time, or you've not been with this person for a long time, and you're just wondering about them, you know, is it really over? Because we can sometimes feel that, can't we? You know, when we've been in separation from somebody for quite a long time, but we still feel a connection to them. I think I was saying that in pile number 1. I can't really remember. But anyway, you know, and so we gain our independence in that period of separation. We move on, we get on with things, but we still have that. We still have that candle. We still burn a candle for that person. And I feel that maybe they're thinking the other way to read this is that you've moved on with your life, that you are a very independent energy. You know, that you are living the good life, that you are absolutely in your own power, that you are totally confident, totally together, totally charismatic, everybody wants a piece of you, and that you wouldn't really be interested in them because you are, you know, you have shut down your heart from them, because the Queen of Swords can be a little bit of a detached energy. It can be somebody protecting their heart. So maybe they're feeling that you are protecting your heart from them, but they're determined. I feel like this person is really determined to come back towards you and to get this situation back on track. They really want that. So I feel that with the Three of Cups and with the energy of the Queen of Wands, they're going to come back towards you. They're going to make that offer. They're going to overcome whatever doubts they might have, and because they see you as a wish fulfillment, definitely. Now, in terms of astrological signs for this last row, Three of Cups, that is Cancer energy. Queen of Wands, again, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. Four of Cups is Cancer energy, and obviously Nine of Pentacles is Virgo energy there again. So yeah, it just feels, this person just feels there's a lot of abundance. If there has been hurt, if there has been, maybe they're thinking that you were fed up with a situation, or you got fed up with a situation, you lost interest in the situation maybe. They want to reignite, because with all these wands here, they want to reignite the passion. They want to reignite it. They want to drink from your cup again. That's kind of what I'm feeling. They want to drink from your cup again, that you give them a lot of nourishment, you give them a lot of, you really boost them. I feel like with the orange here, you really boost them, you know, like you're their vitamin C, if you like. Pile number 3, you really give them a big boost, and they kind of want that back in large quantities with the wheat here. Let's have a look and see what we've got. So we have any messages here for pile number 3 from their person? I feel like that one wants to come out. I feel like that one wants to come out. Let's see what these are. So this one says, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You'll be surprised where it leads. So maybe this person if they've come back, or they're going to come back, they want you to go with the flow. They want you to go with it. Don't resist it. You know, things can change, things can be better again, we can move again into something better, into something good, into something nourishing and whole. So, you know, please just go with it. I think that's what they're trying to say there. Emotions, I just want to cover that because sometimes we can't always show those images on YouTube. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. Well, the Queen of Swords is all about seeing things clearly. So maybe there's a need for some clarity in this situation, or they want you to see things in a clearer way and take the emotion out of it. If there's been some heavy emotions or some intense emotions before, or something like that, they want you to maybe see things a bit more in a bit of a calmer way, maybe, just for some of you. Let's do a couple more, and then I think we're going to leave it. Any more messages for card number 3 in their person here? Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So take that as it resonates, pile number 3. There might be an offer of engagement here, or some kind of offer of commitment or renewed commitment. What else have we got? Soulmate. Now, honestly, this card has come out in every single reading. So if you feel drawn to any of the other readings, you might want to listen to that, particularly for pile number 3, because you've obviously come at the end. So I can say that this card has come out in every single reading. So there might be messages for you in all of the readings, but it's up to you, only if you feel drawn to it. So this, yes, this is your soulmate. So there you go, pile number 3, that has been your reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Otherwise, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now.